So just wanted to kind of get like a rough estimate, like a takeaway from this season. What are some positives that you would hope to reinforce in the off season and the next year?
The big thing, hopefully now, is that we have some guys that we can bring back. Um, Essentially from last year's team, Seller, Mongo, but he was hurt all year, most of the year. Nardi was gone most of the year. McMiniman ended up getting hurt. Powell Connor ended up getting hurt. But I think we have a good base to start with for next year, to start building a team around. And to easily compare to TR, right? A team that went 500 last year, lost in the first round of playoffs, added some pieces and parts to a group that they already had, and you can see the success they had this year. Really no different than what Norfolk did, added to some pieces and some parts to get better. Even some other teams around the league that missed playoffs. So there's a lot to learn from. There's a lot to build off of. By no means was this a perfect year. We grinded and we sacrificed a lot to get to this point. It's just obviously frustrating for the group to have it end this way.
Anything you can share to us on the conversation with the team post game after tonight?
Well, they need to keep their heads up. There's no reason for us to hang our heads. At one point, we were 8 games below 500. We battled back. We finished above 500. No, I mean we're proud of their effort. We're proud of the commitments. They represented the team well. They represented the community, the city well, and that's really all you can ask for when you get a group of guys coming in from around the country / world, whatever it might be, to represent the brand, the organization, the team. I thought they did that well. So just thank them for giving it all, or giving it their all for what it was. And yeah, that's kind of the extent of it. Not much you can say after something like this.
I feel like a part of our conversations have always been since that trying month of November, and you can't emphasize enough, you have the second most players to suit up in a game for this season's team. The adversity, but also I believe it goes as a testament to the structure you put in place for this club. And what can you say about the players, the characters on the ice that made that run since January 10th possible, and then also the work they did off the ice as a chemistry that Matt Brown only preached about. And he's been also pretty darn good chemistry teams.
The big thing is we're all hockey players at the end of the day. So when you have to bring in somebody new, if you're bringing in a guy off the couch, if you're bringing in a guy up from a different league, whatever we had to do to survive this year, the guys in the room make them feel comfortable. The guys in the room help them. Obviously, our job is to teach them, get them acclimated as quickly as possible. But when you're managing 20-plus guys and you're in the thick of a game, right, they can rely on their teammates, their line mates maybe a little bit more in certain situations to help them through it. So once again, it's a testament to the group, how close they were. It's a testament to the will and the desire they had to get to this point. And yeah, we went through a lot of guys, and it's not like I wanted to do that. It's not like we planned to have all these injuries. We really didn't even make that many trades throughout the course of the year, but at one point when we're sitting here talking and I'm just trying to field a hockey team to have enough players in a game, that's what we were dealing with at one point. But the credit to them, the credit to the players, once again, anybody who we brought in, anybody who came in, even if it was for 2 games, 4 games, 5 games, whatever it might have been, the guys welcomed them in, they helped them, they taught them, they answered their questions, they played for each other, and that's all we can ask for.
Coach, so it was your first full season as the head coach. How much did that mean to you, just the season, everything you learned as a coach this season and that you used for your players, and then how much can you take into that to next season?
There's a lot there's a lot of trial and error. And once again, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what we did wrong, what we did great. Like, there's a schedule, there's injuries, there's call-ups, there's so many things that get factored into it. I think the biggest thing for us to learn from is now that we've gone through a season, we've made it into playoffs, we know what type of players we want, we know what type of players we need to go get. We have to get through the summer portion, the beginning part of summer here, with rosters and finalizing futures trades and things like that to see what we have building for next year. But I'm hoping there's a nice little group in there that we can have back that can already give us a jump start on next year, that can help us teach, learn, develop the new players we do bring in. But overall, it's a tough job.
And well done then.
Yeah, it's a hard, a lot of hours, but it's not about me. It's about them. So I'm disappointed for them because I think they deserved more. They deserve better. But it's sports. Somebody's got to lose, unfortunately.
Thank you. And a final one for you,
Yeah.
Coach. Speaking on the hard work as well from the team staff and that well-deserved promotion for Jason Jaybird McDonald over
Yeah.
the summer. You understand as well the hours that have been put in, not only yourself, but this group
Yep.
putting together a team that has made this
Yep.
push. What can you say about the culture that was established this year? You taking the reins last January, and since then it's been a great surge since that point.
Well, it's playing for each other, right? It's getting the right pieces and parts into place. Like obviously, spending the summer recruiting, getting somebody like Todd in here, Skirving, that's won 2 Kelly Cups, having the ability to get somebody like Mason Primo, Matt Brown, Keith Petrozelli from our affiliates in Lehigh to help lead our charge, be solid in the net. The culture once again falls on the players. We have to hold them to a certain standard, which I feel like we did a good job of. But our staff works incredibly long hours. And that's what people don't get. And when people actually ask me like what I do, like coaching is really only 20% of it, right? Between media, player appearances, salary caps, recruiting, agents, affiliates, marketing, with everything else we do, hotels, buses, per diem, like we're in charge of all of that stuff. So that's why all the long hours, and that's why the commitment from us, like we want to see a great product on the ice because we do get rewarded for our efforts behind the scenes. But we got a great staff, Sean, Jaybird, Ryan, like it was a long year. But sucks that it ends, but proud of everybody for getting here.